how to prevent nightmares and sleep better. Are you the kind of person who spends all night tossing and turning? Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, your heart racing from an imagined experience that you might not even fully remember? Maybe you try staying awake for as long as possible to avoid the nightmares that will come when you close your eyes. A bad dream or nightmare can be a troublesome experience, sometimes setting your mood for the rest of the day. But is there anything you can do to prevent these nightmares from happening and ensure a better night's sleep? Well, the good news is the writers at Bestie are eager to find some answers to make sure that you get all the peaceful bed rest that you deserve. But before we start talking about nightmares, it would make our dreams come true if you would consider subscribing to Bestie to stay up to date on our daily videos. While you're at it, why not give the notification bell a ring too? While bad dreams and nightmares are typically a common experience in children, there are plenty of adults who find themselves vulnerable to bad dreams as well. According to epidemiological studies in the United States, about 2 to 6% of the adult American population is said to experience bad dreams at least once a week. That might not seem like a large number, but if you're one of the millions of adults that fall under this category, chances are that you'd be more than happy to find a solution. Bad dreams can be triggered by a variety of external factors, such as anxiety, stress, depression, or even something as simple as poor sleeping conditions. In some rare but severe cases, recurring nightmares might even result in what's known as a nightmare disorder, in which repeated instances of bad dreams and sudden awakenings completely disrupts the individual's life on a regular basis. The good news is, once you're able to identify what's causing your bad dreams, you can begin to take steps to find ways of making them happen less often. Here are some potential ways that you can stop your bad dreams from happening and get a good night's sleep. Don't eat before going to bed. We'll start with an easy one. If you're the kind of person that likes to help themselves to a late-night snack before bedtime, that might be having a negative effect on your dreams. Eating before bed increases your metabolism, which in turn increases activity in your brain. When the brain is more active, it might cause you to experience more vivid dreams, which also means more vivid nightmares. Not only does eating before bedtime have an effect on your dreams, but specifically what you eat before bedtime can have a significant effect. According to a study published by the International Journal of Psychophysiology, spicy foods and foods that are high in sugar can also lead to increased brainwave activity when you're trying to sleep. In other words, think long and hard about whether you really want to eat that piece of cake in the fridge before heading to bed. The temptation might be strong, but chances are you will likely be able to sleep better without it. Set a proper sleep schedule. This might come as a surprise, but if you frequently suffer from bad dreams and nightmares, it might be because you're not getting enough sleep. I know, right? It sounds like a vicious cycle. Not getting enough sleep leads to bad dreams, and bad dreams often lead to not getting enough sleep. Fortunately, there are ways for you to break this loop and make sure you are getting a full and restful sleep every night. The best way to make sure you're getting enough sleep is to keep a consistent sleep schedule and practice proper sleep hygiene. To maintain a proper sleep cycle for your body, it is recommended that you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Yes, even on the weekends. It's also suggested that you avoid taking naps during the day, as these can make it difficult for you to fall asleep at night. Avoid bright lights, such as the one from your phone or TV screens, for at least 30 to 60 minutes before it's bedtime. And try to establish a consistent bedtime routine of peaceful and relaxing activities to unwind before going to sleep, such as taking a warm shower or reading. All of this might sound like a lot to consider for something as simple as sleeping, especially if you're the kind of person who's used to just flopping into bed and refreshing your social media feeds until you eventually fall asleep. But if you commonly and persistently suffer from bad dreams, then there is a definite chance that your sleep schedule might be to blame. Even if you don't have bad dreams or nightmares on a daily basis, setting a proper sleep schedule and getting enough sleep every night will make you feel more awake, refreshed, and prepared for whatever challenges you face in the real world every day. Be active during the day. Like we said before, not getting enough sleep at night can be a significant factor in whether or not you experience bad dreams and nightmares. One of the reasons you may find yourself unable to fall asleep at night is because your body is still full of energy that you didn't adequately burn off during the day. A significantly active lifestyle during the day can lead to better sleep at night, and by extension, a better sleep can lead to better dreams. If you're an athletic sort of person, taking part in a sport activity at least 2 or 3 times per week will help you burn off that excess energy, as well as any stress or tension that may be impairing your ability to fall asleep at night. If you're not a big fan of sports, other ways to stay active during the day include going on walks or spending time working out at the gym. Just make sure you're getting your exercise at the right times. Working out or being overly active too close to bedtime might make your brain feel more awake, which could make it harder for you to properly fall asleep. Try to schedule your workouts in a way that doesn't interfere with your sleep schedule, and everything should line up perfectly. See a sleep specialist. If all else fails and you still continue to experience bad dreams and nightmares on a regular basis, then that might mean that it's time for you to seek out professional help. By seeing a sleep specialist, you can be sure to find out what exactly is causing your bad dreams and nightmares, and as a result, you can be more prepared to take measures to prevent them from happening. There are also a number of therapeutic strategies and behaviors that specialists can recommend to you in order to make your bad dreams and nightmares less common. Some techniques, such as imagery rehearsal therapy, aim to make nightmares more manageable by making their scariest aspects less frightening. By taking a scary image from a reoccurring nightmare and mentally and repeatedly imagining it in a less scary scenario, you take away some of the frightening associations with that image and gain some degree of mastery and control over these frightening and unwanted images. If necessary, you can also discuss with a professional whether or not there are any medications available in order to stop the bad dreams and nightmares from happening. There's a number of prescription drugs and medications that could potentially be helpful in ensuring a more peaceful and undisturbed night's rest. So if you've tried everything else to stop the bad dreams from happening and nothing has worked, this could be an option that's worth exploring in a safe and controlled environment. Bad dreams and reoccurring nightmares can be terrifying, disrupting, intrusive, and above all else, incredibly detrimental when it comes to getting a good night's sleep. If you happen to suffer from bad dreams or nightmares on a regular basis, it might put your mind at ease to know that there are some options and things you can try to lessen the impact of these bad dreams and get the best sleep possible every night. Was this video a dream come true for you? Do you have some tips and tricks you'd like to share to prevent bad dreams? If you do, please feel free to share them in the comments section below, and feel free to share this video with anyone you think might find it useful. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.